Hi guys and welcome to NAFTA Review. I'm your host Buddy1927. Today we are reviewing the StuG III, commonly known as the StuG, which is the Tier 5 tank destroyer in the German line. Now before we get into the World of Tanks version of the tank destroyer, I did find the picture and give you a little brief history of this tank. And this is the StuG III in full color. Now, it was in service for the German army from 1940 to 45, but after World War II, Germany sold a lot of their tanks to other countries, and the last recorded battle for this tank was actually in 1967. It was used by Syria during the Six-Day War against Israel. So, 22 years after the last tank was manufactured, it was still in service and on the battlefield. Now, a total of 10,001 of these tanks were built from 1940 to 45. It weighed 23.9 tons or 52,690 pounds. It comes with a 7.5 centimeter StuG 40L/48 gun, and it held 54 rounds in it. It's manned with a 4-man crew, and the top speed on this is 40 kilometers per hour or 25 miles an hour. Now, this tank started off on the drawing board as an arty or artillery piece, but back in mid to late 30s, the high command decided, wait a minute, we need a tank that can help the infantry. And they came up with the StuG. Now, the first StuGs back in the 40s actually had a shorter barrel on it, but it still had a 7.5 caliber gun on it, but it was a short barrel, and it was designed basically to take out soft targets such as pillboxes and the non-mobile artillery pieces. But in 1942, the Russians came out with the KV series, and the high command said, wait a minute, we need to put a better gun on these things. So they put a longer barrel 75 millimeter caliber gun on it, and it came the tank destroyer that we know now. Now, that's a brief history of this tank. Let's take a look at the World of Tanks version of this tank. First thing we'd like to do is go over, and as you can see, it has this skull and helmet. Look at it has a very low profile on it. It does have its lovely NAFTA tag on it, and as you can see, I actually have this camouflage painted. One thing about this tank destroyer, because of the low profile, actually has a higher camouflage rating. So this is a good Tier 5 tank destroyer. Now let's take a look at the tech tree and see how to get from point A to point B. Of course, you start off with the Tier 1, I call it the L tractor, and you go to the Tier 2 PZ1, and then you go to the Marauder 2. Now from the Marauder 2 you get 3 options, and the option you want to take is the Hetzer, and you go to the StuG III. Now from the StuG III, it starts the J Panzer line all the way up to the J Panzer E100. Let's take a look at the tank itself, what it comes stock with. Once you have everything researched, you have 4 gun options. I have option for the Tier 6 gun, of course. Comes with a Tier 6 radio, max, the Tier 4 engine, the top Tier 4 engine, and Tier 4 tracks. And as you can see, I have researched the J Panzer IV, but I have not bought it because I'm actually concentrating on another line right now. But eventually I will go down that line and I will review all those tanks so you know how they will perform and whether or not I like them or not. So let's go over the armor on this thing, and I'm going to bring up Tank Inspector on this. So pop up the Tank Inspector. As you can see, starts off good. Now front armor on this is 80 millimeters, and as you can see, Tank Inspector is actually saying it's more because of the slope of the armor on this thing and the different angles it has. The armor is actually thicker than what it actually is. But when you get to the side, guys, you got 30 millimeters of armor. Now, a lot of people like to shoot it right here in the cupola, and as you can see, according to Tank Inspector, it has 50 millimeters of armor. Now, one thing I'll tell you right now, this is sloped a lot easier, and it's also kind of hard to shoot that cupola. And because the cupola actually has more armor, you're better off shooting it in the side, guys. I mean, come on. Weakest part right there is on the side or the back of this tank. The back of this tank has 30 millimeters of armor also. Now, you definitely want to be already safe. You know, greens are bad, and as you can see, this top is green. You have 11 millimeters of armor up top where the crew sits, and you got 11 millimeters of armor where the engine is. So you definitely want to be already safe in this tank. Okay, since we've gone over the armor, next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring up the specs of this tank, and I enlarge them for you, and let's rotate this so you can see this a lot better. And there we go. It comes with 350 hit points, 20.82 to 22.4 tons is the weight load on this thing. 440 horsepower for the engine. Top speed on this is 400 kilometers per hour. Traverse speed on this is 44 degrees per second. The hull is 80, 30, and 30. 101 to 169 on shell damage. That's standard shell. And standard penetration on this is 113 to 188. Fire rate on this is 13.33, and we'll go over the gun a little bit more extensively here shortly. And we have a 44 degree per second on the gun traverse speed. Now you gotta realize something, this is a front loaded gun, so you gotta turn your gun to get to a guy shooting you on the side. You gotta turn the whole tank. View range on this is 310 meters and 415 signal range on the tank itself. Okay, the next thing I like to do is I like to go over the gun, and I'm going to blow this up. This is the top gun for this thing. I'm going to blow this up for you. And as you can see, you have 75 caliber gun on it. It's 13.33 rounds per second, or 13 rounds per second. Average penetration on this is 150, 194, and 38. The average damage it does is 135, 135, and 175. Now, this gun is accurate. 0.33 at 100 meters. So, this gun, where you point this gun, is where the shell is going to go. The aiming time on this is 1.7 seconds. The weight of it is 1,740 kilograms. It's compatible with the StuG, the J Panzer IV, the J Panther, and the National one. Shells that comes with this is the AP rounds, the APCR rounds, and the high explosive. So that's the gun in a nutshell. And next one I'm going to show you is what modules I actually have on this. Oops, wrong button. Sorry guys. I actually have the gun rammer, the vents, and the binocs. So those are the three pieces of equipment I carry extra on here. And as you can see, this is not a bad looking tank. Now I do have a clip of this tank in action, so let's take a look at the clip, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay guys, we are in my StuG, and we are actually going to see what this tank can do in battle as we're getting set up. Markup, we have a 75% chance of winning. I'm actually ranked 5th overall. So we're going to get this set up. And as you can see, we got a lot of targets to shoot from. Miss. I missed. I didn't let my tank aim right. Did a blind shot there. I don't know if I hit him or not. There we go. We got some targets now. Good hit, 123. Oh, missed. I don't know how I missed that one. And he's dead, and he's dead. You got the M3 Lee. Good hit on the M3 Lee. And he's gone. Another good hit on the Matilda. Bounce. Another bounce. And a kill of the Matilda, first kill of the day. Little Hetzer there. Missed, and he went black. There we go. Little Japanese tank set him on fire. And got kill number 2 there. I don't know why I missed that one. Kill number 3. That last hit was not 300. It was actually 64 hit points on that last hit. And as you can see, we're tearing up this team score. It's 9-5. And we're only 12. We got 1240 left in gameplay. And as you can see, we've done a lot of damage so far. Now it's the waiting game. As you can see, the team has actually, gone over the top of the hill, and they're actually coming down the hill. So we're going to actually move up from this position and try to get into a better position. And as you can see, they are taking fire. There's that Hetzer I missed earlier. Kill number 4, 130 damage. Because the tank's in the way, I got no spotting on him. Reposition, see if I can come up behind him while he's concentrating on the other ones. See if we can do some damage. Kill number 4. And that last one was 113 hit points. Now it's just a matter of time trying to find out where that other tank is. Score is 13-9. There he is. And as you can see, we are going to see if we can sneak up around him. Found him. Okay, he's taking aim at me. Good hit on him. Took a shot at me. And that was the last tank, guys. And as you can see, that was definitely a victory, guys. I received 4 medals. I got my tanker first class, got sniper, got reaper, and I also got high caliber. Received 31,366 credits, 1,347 overall in XP. I shot a total of 19 with 13 hits, had a 68.72% hit ratio. That's pretty good. Let's go on to the next one here. Team damage. As you can see, I actually had the top damage overall with 1,293, 5 kills. So that's not bad at all. Let's go to the next one. And as you can see, we have, like I said, 19 rounds, 13 direct hits, 11 penetration, just damage done 1,293. I received 2 hits, 2 penetration for 150 damage overall. I damaged a total of 8 vehicles, had 5 vehicles destroyed. I was damage due to your assistance, 469, and I only traveled 0.83 kilometers. And as you can see, I received 31,366 credits after repair and ammunition resupply. Received 28,210. I made money, guys. Yay. And as you can see, this was not a times 2, so I actually made a lot of experience here. 1,347.66 free points. So that's not bad at all. Now, guys, you can see what the StuG 3 can do. Had a great game in it, earned some money, and did a lot of damage on it. I love this tank, and this is actually going to be my next tournament tank, I hope. Now, guys, if you want a tank for me to review, either make a comment down below in the comment area, or go to our website. Under our about page is our email. Just email me, and I'll try to get to it. If it's a tank I have, I'll go ahead and do a review on it. If it's a tank I don't have, I'll grind to it and see what I can find out about it. I'd like to thank you for watching NAFTA review. And if you get a chance, check out our partners, Freedom, and XSplit. Y'all have a good day.